Hey, what's up everyone? This is DCSG81 and today we'll take a look at all these custom head which I have gotten so far. So let's begin. Okay, so this is actually a video by request from one of my viewers who actually asked me to do a review to all of the custom head sculpt which I have gotten so far. So you can see on here I actually have about 8 of them so far. I have another 4 in pre-orders and another 2 should be I'm still considering actually, but most probably I'll get them. So let's begin. Okay, so for the 1, 2, 3, 4 here, I believe most of you have known this is actually from Flashback Studio, or we call them the Maniple head sculpt. They are actually by far is my top favorite, and they actually looks very good. So Tom Holland's one is the very first one which I've gotten into my collection, and after that I just couldn't stop myself. As you can see, I have gotten so many now. So he actually looks very good. Okay, you can see it's like a shrink down from the Hot Toys 1/6 scale head. Okay, so the next one we have is of course the Mark 50 Tony Stark, the older version of Tony Stark, this one. Okay, and then next we have the Captain America from the Infinity War. This is actually a lifesaver because the one that comes with the SH figure looks terrible. So with this one on the SH figure, it actually looks perfect, you know. Okay, and then the latest one that comes out, I think last month, is the younger version of Tony Stark, which is actually for Iron Man 2 Mark 4. Okay, so this is also looking very good. Okay, so these are for the maniples. And then after that, I saw somewhere, I was looking for a Stan Lee head, and there are a few actually, and this is by far the one that I actually feel that is the best one. Of course, is my opinion. So I think this looks very good with the removable glass actually. Can see it looks very good. So I don't know what brand it is, but I got it from eBay. It's actually this is actually quite pricey for me. I think this is the most expensive that I gotten so far, but I mean, he's the man, you know, so I had to get him. Okay, and I believe it's actually it's not as mass produced as the Flashback. I think this is actually hand painted separately by hand. Yeah, I'm not sure about the maniple. I believe they are actually created by machines, but this one they claim that it's hand painted. I'm not sure how accurate it is. Okay, then the next one, of course, we have the Nota. Okay, not a studio, that's why they call it Nota. So this Doctor Strange actually comes with a cape. You can check out my review here right now. Okay, so I only show the head because this is about the heads. So yeah, it looks very good so far. Oh, sorry. And unfortunately, Flashback is not going to make him. That's why I am getting the Nota, and surprisingly, it looks pretty good. Okay. And the next one is the 11 Ben Affleck for the Batman. Is from the company called 11. 11 is actually pretty famous for the 1/6 custom head sculpt. They actually made a few. The one that caught my attention is the Hugh Jackman from Logan. Yeah, you can see on the screen now he's looking very good. I actually have one of it, which is pretty good. Yep. And they are now, I think this is the very first one that they made for the 1/12 scale. Okay. And then the next one, of course, with Batman, we have Superman Henry Cavill one. This one, I'm not so sure which brand it is actually. If you know, you can actually let me know under the comment below. So some of it claim that it's actually from Flashback Studio as well, but I'm not too sure about it. But the quality does look very similar to the Flashback Studio. Yep, it's looking very good. Okay, so for the Flashback Studio, when you gotten it, it usually comes with a box like this. But if you bought it from 1/6 kit, they don't ship with this box here because I think they're trying to save on the shipping. So they're just shipping the head only. So recently I have tried to, not to say proof, I tried to just do a measure whether 1/6 kit is it selling the real Flashback Studio stuff, because all these heads, all my Flashback Studio head, I actually gotten it from a local seller, from my trusted local seller. I mentioned his name before. He's Hot Rod. He's from Carousel. This app's called Carousel. So far all the heads that I gotten from him is looking very good, so I believe it's the real deal. And he usually give me with the box, the exact same box, just different color sometimes. Yep. So for this Tony Stark for Mark IV, I actually gotten one from him, and I also bought another same one from 1/6 kit just to make sure that they are the same. And of course, when my seller gave it to me, he comes with the box, this box. But when I got it from 1/6 kit, he just come with just the package. Yeah, you can see my review here as well. Okay, so and I compare them, and it's actually exactly the same. So 1/6 kit is a trustable source. They don't sell fake stuff. And for that's all for the Maniples one. For the Stanley, he comes with this one. Okay, so it's from this CQ Studio. I don't know if it makes any sense to you, but I haven't heard it before. So this is for the Stanley heads. Okay, I got it from eBay. And as for the Henry Cavill as well as Ben Affleck, I got them both from 1/6 kit, so it doesn't come with any boxes. But I do know this is from 11. I'm very sure it's from 11. But this one, as I mentioned just now, from 1/6 kit, it just comes with the package. It doesn't have any boxes, so I'm not sure whether it's from Maniples or not. Okay, from Flashback Studio or not. Okay. As for the Nota, this is their box, very similar to the Flashback Studio, but they have this logo, Strange. It's for Doctor Strange, and this is they actually allows you to look into it. So of course this head is the SH Figuarts original one. Okay, so this is from Nota. The requester who requested for this video also asked me to rank the head. Okay, so I believe you should have known my answer for now. So we have how many brands here? We have the Flashback Studio, we have the CQ Studio for Stanley. I assume this is the Maniples one. Okay, so I just put it over here. And then we have one from 11 and one from the Nota Studio. Okay, so if you want me to rank, of course I would say the best is from the Flashback Studio, hands down. Yeah, the best one. You can see the heads are all very accurate, very lifelike, and it's very good looking. Okay, the next one of course is I believe this CQ Studio is very good. You can see the Stanley, they actually capture the likeness pretty well. I have seen quite a number of custom for Stanley 1/12 scale, and they actually looks, sorry to say, that he looks quite bad. You know, this is one that if you say this is from Maniples, I would believe it. Okay, but it's not. So, and also I think I have seen on the Maniples Studio Instagram before, they're actually producing, you can see on the screen now, I think they're producing the Stanley, but I also believe that's an old picture, so I don't know, I think maybe they have shelved the project or something. Yeah, I really do hope they release that. Okay, and the next one, 11, I think is pretty good, not to say, but the likeness is still a little bit, it just doesn't really, I mean, it's still very Ben Affleck looks, but something is just missing for me. Maybe it's the expression, looks like the, you know, expressionless. Maybe, you know, being Batman, you are always that same exact expression, so maybe they're trying to capture that. But if compared to Maniples, I think they're still losing out a bit. And as for the Nota, okay, so I think they are the last one, because of course this Doctor Strange is the best there is. I feel is, I mean, for me, it's the best. Of course, there are a lot of customizer who actually hand paint their Doctor Strange is a lot better, but if you're talking about mass produced one, I think this one is actually I mean, it's the best there is for now for Doctor Strange. Okay, and they are a little bit too small if you compare to the rest. You can see. Okay, it's a lot more skinnier. Okay, so for my ranking, of course, is the Maniples, then followed by this CQ Studio, and then 11, and then of course is followed by the Nota Studio. Yeah, so I think that's all for my Battle of the Heads. I call this Battle of the Heads review, and hope you find this informative. And I know a lot of you guys will be asking, where can I get this, where can I get that? You know, I'll try to put some info at the end of the video. Hopefully you guys can still find it. I believe a lot of them actually has already been sold out, and I think the most promising one is Tom Holland, because like I mentioned, they actually do a reissue. So some of the websites are still taking pre-orders. You might want to try your luck on that. Yeah, for some of the heads, I believe it's already been sold, especially the Chris Evans for Infinity War one. So I hope you like this video. Click the like button, and of course you can always leave me a comment if you would like to know more about these heads, and also subscribe to my channel because I have new videos up almost every day. Till then, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.